Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Madhava Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharidhari Gopi Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharidhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharidhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharidhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Jaya Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Gaur Premanande Jayam Vishnu Pad Paramhamsa Parirajakarya Stotra Sata Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanavinde Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jayam Vishnupad Paramamsa Parirajakarya Stotra Sata Srimad Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Jai Gaur Premanande. All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Saiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirahe Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 87, Text 39. So, since you started late, so we'll responsibly recite the words simultaneously. Okay. Yadina samudrahanti yatato hridi kamashita Durgintimo asamat hridi ganto asmat katamaha Asutapa yoginam udbhavo api ashukta bhagavan Anupaghatat anuvritta padabhavatam. Okay. So anybody like to chant one time? Yedina samudrayanti yatato hridi kamajata Duragitamo asatam hridi gato asmat katha mana Ashokripa yoginam udbhayo asmukta bhagavan Anapagata navriddhi pada bhagavan. Thank you very much. What word meaning? Yadi, if na samudharayanti, they do not uproot. Yatham, person in renounced order of life. Hridi, in their heart. Kama, of material desire. Chataham, the traces. Durgandhimam, impossible to be realized. Asatam, for the impure. Hridi, in the heart. Gata, having entered. Asmartha, forgotten. Katham, on one's neck. Manaha, jewel. Asu, their life air. Tripa, who's gratifying. Yoginam, for practitioner of yoga. Ubhavagata, in both worlds. Api, even. Ashukham, unhappiness. Bhagavan, O personality of Godhead. Apagatam, not gone away. Anadakad, from death. Anadhirudha, unobtained, Padat, whose kingdom, Bhagavatam, from you. Translation and purport by disciples of His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation: members of the renounced order of life who fail to uproot the last trace of material desire in their heart remain impure, and thus you do not allow them to understand you. Although you are present within their hearts, for them you are like a jewel worn around the neck of a man who has totally forgotten it is there. O Lord, those who practice yoga only for sense gratification must suffer punishment both in this life and next from death, who will not realize them, and from you whose kingdom they cannot reach. Purport: a mere show of renunciation is not sufficient to gain a person entrance into the kingdom of God. One must undergo a thorough change of heart, symptomized by complete lack of interest in the self-destructive habits of sense gratification, both gross and subtle. Not only must the true sage refrain from even thinking of illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, and gambling, but he must also give up his desire for reputation and position. Altogether, these demands add up to a formidable challenge, but fruits of true renunciation in Krishna consciousness are well worth in a lifetime of endeavor. The Mukunda Upanishad confirms that statements of this verse kama yaha kamayate manaha sa kamabhir jayate tatra tatra. Even a thoughtful renunciant, if he maintains any worldly desire, will be forced to his karmic reactions to take birth again and again in various circumstances. Philosophers and yogis work hard to become free from the birth and death, but because they are unwilling to surrender their proud independence, their meditation are devoid of devotion to the Supreme Lord, and thus they fall short of the perfection of renunciation, of pure love of Godhead. This is a pure love. This pure love is only goal of a sincere Vaishnava, and therefore he must diligently resist the natural temptations of profit, adoration, and distinction, and also the impulse to merge into an all-consuming impersonal obligation. As Sri Rupa Goswami states in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.1.11, Anya Vilashita Sunyam Gnana Karmadi Anavritam Anukulena Krishnanusilam Bhakti Ruttama. When the first class devotee service develops, one must be devoid of all material desires, knowledge, and obtained by monastic philosophy and fruitive action. The devotee must constantly serve Krishna favorably as Krishna desires. For those who undergo rigorous yoga of discipline only to please their senses, prolonged suffering is inevitable. Hunger, disease, and degradation of old age, injury from accident, violence from others, these are the few of the limitless varieties of suffering one can experience to varying degrees in this world, and ultimately death awaits, followed by painful punishment for sinful activities, especially those who have freely indulged in sensual enjoyment at the cost of the other's life can expect punishment too severe. It is unimaginable. But the greatest pain of material existence is not misfortune in his life or being sent to hell after death. It is the impotence of forgotten one's eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Sridhara Swami says, okay, the hypocrite one who cheats himself by a presence of renunciation thinks only of sense enjoyment and thus suffers constantly. Bewildered day and night, he is overwhelmed by exhausting endeavor he contributes for himself. This fool disobeys your laws and is corrupted by the greed for respect from others' fools. O protector of fallen, O bestower of mercy, O supremely blissful master, please save that person, myself. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनां शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिनिति नामिनि नमस्ते सरस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणि जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. So Hare Krishna. This verse itself is giving great detail how renounced person should be, renounced order, especially who are in renounced order of life, how he should be and what are the impediments, what are the stumbling blocks on his path. Just like I'll begin with a story, especially desire, sex desire. One time Srila Prabhupada with his disciples, he was going on a construction site. There Srila Prabhupada and his disciples, they saw that two snakes are intermingling. They are having, sexual exchanges. Srila Prabhupada pointed out that and said, see, even if you dig so much meters like 10 feet down, still there is sex life. So one has to uproot the last traces of material desires in the heart, remaining impure. Although here is a very nice example in the translation it is given, although just like a person who is wearing a necklace, golden necklace or diamond necklace, whatever, he didn't realize, he is not able to realize it. What is he wearing? Similarly, in each and every living entity, the Supreme Lord present. He is not realizing that and still wanting to enjoy the material nature. It is just like, in the Prabhupada, he says most of the time, Bhagavad Bhakti Hinasya Jati Japa Tapa Priya Apranasya Dehasya Mandalam Lokaranjanam. It is just like decorating a dead body with all kinds of jewels and all kinds of new cloth and all kinds of a perfume. In West, you see when somebody dies, they give a new dress and nice perfumes, and they will call a makeup man, and they will put everything. But ultimately, that person is dead. Similarly, if a person who is in renounced order of life, if he does not realize what is he doing, is he lording it over material nature, is he having the desires to lord it over material nature, or especially these things Here in the purport we see that no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling. If he is doing these things, then it is the only person who is trying to enjoy this material nature. So thus interest to enjoy of the material nature is very very strong and very very deep rooted. If a person who is having renounced order of life especially, the Vedas are glorifying, but at the same time they are giving the caution, and they are giving the what to do and what not to do guidelines. So when we understand this sort of sense gratification, this sort of lording it over material nature is the impediment, then one has to try to remove that. See, in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna gives five kinds of arguments. One of the argument is he's missing the enjoyment. You know, what is the missing is the enjoyment. He wants to enjoy with his relatives, family, and that is the main thing to lord it over material nature. So in the 36th verse, in 36th verse 3.36, Arjuna asks, what makes one person to make sinful activities? And Krishna says, it is only lust, Arjuna, which is born in contact with the mode of passion, later transformed into what? And which is the all devouring sinful enemy in this world. Here in this context, Arjuna is not after a woman, he is not after hunting trying to enjoy the woman, or he is not after lust. Lust has in different degrees. Um, When the lust is transformed into different degrees, one can understand that lust doesn't only mean sex life. It also means to lord it over material nature. Just like a beginning from the ant. Even ant in a room want to lord it over material nature. Even starting from ant to big politician, they want to lord it over material nature. So everybody has this tendency. Why one should lord it over this material nature? Because they have not taken the completely shelter of Krishna. They have lost this control. So Krishna Bhakti is like the full control over senses to whom Krishna. Krishna has got full control over senses. Similarly, those who are actually Krishna devotees, they have full control over the senses. Like Rishikesha, just like he has Arjuna has given completely control over his chariot to the Krishna. So we have to understand this. So in the purport, where is nice examples are given. If person does not have love, there is the lust. If the person does not if person have lust, there is no love. The whole purport, if you ask me to summarize in one line, Srila Narottama Das Thakur gives you a summary of it in one line. In Gauranga Bolite Pulaka Sharira. In that he gives Vishaya Chadiya Kabe Shuddha Abhiman Kabe Hame More Sri Vrindavan. So when will I give up this material desire? When will I attract to your lotus feet? Or when will I attract to your pastimes? So another thing is we should see here, even a thoughtful renunciant, if he maintains worldly desire forcefully he is forced to fully undergo the karmic reactions of to take birth and death again and again. A person who is covered with lording it over material nature, lording it over the wanted to become the controller or desire for enjoyment. For Krishna, he is not revealed to Krishna. Krishna will not reveal to himself. He himself will not allow to reveal that person. But if a person agrees to be control of the Lord, then Krishna is revealed. So this is a very nice line we see here. You do not allow them to understand you if they are bound with material desires. Simple thing. Although you are present in their heart, every living entity in this world, Lord is present. So, but still, Lord is covered. It's not like Maya is covering the Lord, but your illusion, you are trying to enjoy this material nature, and you wanted to lord it over material nature. That's where you are covering the Lord. So, in this, we say that's why. What is the first class devotee? Anya vilashita shunyam gnana karmadhyanavritam anukulena krishna anusilanam bhaktir uttama. So when a first class devotee offers a devotional service, renders a devotional service without any desire, there are three categories which is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Artu arthatu jignasi gnanina bharatashrava. So one is wanting for wealth, arthu. One is one who is come to the Lord, artharti or jignasi. One who is full of distress, one who want of money. So these people will still come to the Lord, but later they get purified. But they are not called as a first class devotee. The definition here is given in the first class devotee is person who is devoid of all kinds of material desires. And in the Chaitanya Charitamrita we see that Atmendriya Vancha Krishna Bharenam. So when you're trying to do sense gratification for your own pleasure, it's called calm. When you're the same thing, when you're trying to enjoy the senses of Krishna, that is prem. Simple as like that. So Krishna is not saying to not enjoy, but Krishna is saying that you include me in your enjoyment. No, just like we like to eat. If you eat whatever we want to eat, but Krishna is not objecting that. Krishna is saying, you include me. How do we include Krishna? We'll make a plate for Krishna. Or do we have something to Krishna? No. First we offer to Krishna whatever we are eating. That means we are including Krishna in our enjoyment. Krishna is not denying your enjoyment. There is nobody in this world that does not have any desire. Only stone has no emotions, no desires. Every living entity in this world, they have some desires. But Krishna is not denying that. Yes, you have a desire, but you should include me. Just like, for example, you want to dance. Dance in kirtan. That means including the Lord. You want to sing. Sing for the Lord. That is, you are including the Lord. And you want to decorate yourself. Take fresh shower, use all things, and decorate your forehead with tilak. That means you are including Krishna. And what else? You want to have party? Yeah, we should have party. Kirtan Mela is a party. And you want to see something. See Krishna, deity of Krishna, or pastimes. In the picture, in the Srila Prabhupada books, there are so many paintings, which invokes Krishna consciousness, which invokes love of Godhead. You, huh? Yeah. Novel reading, book reading, that you should read Krishna's pastimes, that you are including Krishna. What else you have? You want to hear nice music, you include Krishna. And coming to the sex desire, It's like Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Balavat Balavat Chaham Kama Vairodat. What is that verse? It is says, I am the sex desire which is not contradictory. So you do sex life for producing nice Krishna conscious children. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that I can do sex life, number of times for only for pleasure of Krishna, for producing Krishna consciousness kids. Krishna is not denying our enjoyment, Krishna is not denying our desires, but Krishna is asking us to include Him. Just like if any person wants to enjoy anything, he's not enjoying his own. He's including somebody. Correct? If you want to go to party, you take your friend, or your friend will meet there. If you want to go to movie, somebody will be there. Or if you want to go, have fun, you go with friends. You alone will you alone go to some place and enjoy? No, you will get sometimes boring and will come back. And you are including persons that is binding you into the birth cycle of birth and death, but you are not including the person which is relieving you from the cycle of birth and death. When you include Krishna, Krishna is not asking you to eat, Krishna is not asking you to dance, Krishna is not asking you to sing, Krishna is not asking you to have sex life, but Krishna is asking including him. Be conscious of Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. If you are trying to enjoy it separately, then tare bhare kam. Then that material, that is lust. In the Haribhakti Shubhadini, that there's a famous verse which is sung by Yamunacharya. Yadavadi mama chitta Krishna padara vinda nava nava dhamani udam rutin nasiti. He says that since I have begun to feel the transcendental bliss, being taken shelter of Lord Lotus feet Krishna. Yadavadi mama chitta Krishna padaravinda. Krishna padaravinda means the lotus feet of Krishna. Since my chitta, my heart, has been attracted by the lotus feet of Krishna, tadavadi bhata nari sangame. Since then, as soon as I think of sex life, bhavati mukha viran. I spit on it. This is the Krishna Bhakti. Krishna Bhakti is like that. The Krishna Bhakti is Parishanubhava Virakti Anyasat. So this is the transformation of heart. The whole Krishna consciousness movement is, transformation of the heart. When your heart is transformed, everything is taken care of. When heart is not transformed, everything remains same. Though you were whichever ashram you may be. But the thing is that our heart is the thing. The most attractive feature in this material world is sex. That is foundation of all material life. All these people working so hard day and night only for sex enjoyment. So they have taken so much risk. They are working, karmis, they are working so hard. What is their pleasure of life? The pleasure of life is sex. Very abnormal activity, but which that is a pleasure, that is a material life. One should understand. So for the transcendentalists, especially renounces, this is very, very, dangerous test. One time, I'll tell one story. Akbar Birbal, there was a king Akbar Birbal, his minister. He says that, what is the strongest desire? Birbal says, his minister says, sex life. No, that cannot be strongest desire, because when you are youth, when you are young, when your body is energetic, at that time you can enjoy sex life, but not when you get old age. Then he says that, okay, tomorrow I will take you to one place, and you come with me and make sure that you get your daughter along with you. So king agrees. They go to the minister place, and minister will take him one house where the old man is lying on the bed. He's so old and he cannot able to talk properly, walk properly. He's most of the time lying on the bed. So these three persons entered the room: king, the minister, and the king's daughter. As soon as he saw the old man, he saw the daughter of the king, he opened his eyes widely, and he started seeing her graciously as if he wanted to enjoy, and he started getting up from the bed. you know then king told, I got my answer, let's go back. So that is the deep rooted. Because one may think that why is it so deep rooted? Because it is not coming from this lifetime. One should understand this is coming from, you know, we may not do illicit sex or sex life in this lifetime, but this is the life where we have understood what is Krishna consciousness, what is sex life, what is enjoyment. Where in 84 lakhs of species, in each species, sex life is compulsory. It is guaranteed. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. These four things are there. But if you are into the human form of life, when you are stopping that, it will take a time. But the great saintly persons, they have attracted, they have attracted so much to the Lord and his devotion, like especially like Haridas Thakur. Even in the middle of the night, prostitute has come to test him. Maya personified has come to test him twice. He successfully passed the test. How? He has the unflinching devotion. And another example in the Mahabharata, when Arjuna, travel the different places, he went to the heavenly planets where there is only enjoyment. And for your enjoyment, there is no reaction. And your body is made in such a way that you can enjoy as long as your what you called the credits, whatever your pious activity is acquired. So when Arjuna goes there, the heavenly kingdom, he sees everybody is enjoying and having a nice time. And one of the heavenly damsels, either Ramba or Urvashi, she came to Arjuna. She told that, I know your future is very attractive, your personality is very attractive, I want to enjoy with you. They don't have any reactions, and the woman will not get any pregnant, or he has to buy, no. But still Arjuna thought, he says that, no, I cannot enjoy you because you are like my mother. And you go to the family lineage, his father, forefather, it goes back, it's like a mother. And a person is well qualified, goes to the place, there is only enjoyment, there is nothing else. There he demonstrate, he's saying, I will not enjoy. Whereas people in general in this material world, if you do anything, try to enjoy, it will bound. People are enjoying. You see that, combination. Person who is going there, who are meant for enjoyment, place is meant for enjoyment, he is not enjoying. But people who are living in this material world, trying to enjoy themselves, for their enjoyment, they get reactions. That is real renunciation. See, whenever we see that this thing, that's why we should ask ourselves whether I'm including Krishna in my life, in my enjoyment. So when we understand this point, we should include Krishna in our enjoyment. That's why this verse again, Srila Prabhupada says in one of the lecture. So this is the test. If we actually understand Radha Krishna Leela, and then they will forget forever sex life. for the material world. This is a test. So our request is that do not try to understand Radha Krishna. Just worship Radha Krishna according to the Archana Vidhi. Just do deity worship. Then gradually Radha Krishna will be pleased. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be pleased. And Swayam eva spuratthaya sevan mukhe jivado. When they are pleased by your seva, then they will reveal. Till that, don't try to jump over Radha Krishna, and that will not help us. You know, for one may say that there is the highest platform where King Kulshekar Alward says that whenever I think of sex life, it is I spit at the thought. And there is the lowest platform, people who are sex life after. But we are the devotees, those who are in the beginner of this and those who are started, they are intermediate. They want to directly, lord it over, control over sex life, control over material desires, but that is not happening because we are intermediate stage. In intermediate stage, there has to be patience and at the same time determination and at the same time, you know, mercy of Guru and Gauranga. So in the nectar of devotion, Utsaha Nitya Dhairya Tat Tat Karma Pravartanat. So when you have enthusiasm to perform devotional service, at the same time you should wait to anarthas to go. That is patience. And one should perform the devotional service with determination, with dhairya. But if you lose any of those things, oh, I'm chanting from last 30, 40 years or 20 years or 5 years, still lust desires are there. I think this process is not working. I should try something. Then if you think that, and that is where you are slowly moving away from path of devotional service. Because Srila Prabhupada has given everything. And in the books of Srila Prabhupada, it's there everything. When you read books of Srila Prabhupada, automatically devotional service, automatically everything is gone. So some anarthas are there for the uplifting us. Some anarthas are there to make humble. So some anarthas are there to purify us. So we should think that this is purifying me. And it is reminds you, what is your position. It reminds you where you are in bhakti. So when you understand where you are in bhakti, when you understand that this is my position in the bhakti, then naturally one becomes humble. The problem is that one will not understand everything. One will think, if one is thinking, oh, I am the super, or I am the Goswamis, or if one thinks that I am the controller of senses, then nobody can help him because it is Trunadapi Sunichan how it comes when only one understand what is his position. When who can make him understand? Devotees, and when he reads the books. So especially this purport, it's giving you the everything. It's giving you the great details. The only hypocrite who cheats himself by presenting renouncing thinking only sense enjoyment and suffers constantly. Bewildered day and night, is overwhelmed by the exhausting endeavor to convince himself. This fool disobeys your laws and corrupted by the greed and respect from other fools. O protector of fallen, O bestower of mercy, O supremely blissful master, please save that person, myself. Here Sridhar Swami is saying myself, that doesn't mean that Sridhar Swami is, having this desire. Sridhar Swami is praying for us. This person who are fallen in this condition. Because there are only mercy of the devotees, great acharyas, Still Krishna consciousness is going on. Still the devotees are existing. They have prayed to the Lord, let there be some devotees practicing Krishna consciousness. Let there be some devotees wanting to be renunciant. Let there be some sannyasis, or let there be some persons who will practice devotional service. Because of their prayers, we are existing. If they didn't pray, Maya is easily taken away. What is the brahmachari life? Brahmachari life is always constantly watching yourself. It's not only a person who wears saffron brahmachari, it's a grahastha brahmachari. And also a person who is following the regulative principles is also brahmachari. For eyes, brahmacharya is only to seeing the form of the Lord. For ears, what is brahmachari? Only hearing message of the Lord is brahmachari. For tongue, what is brahmachari? Only talking Krishna katha. When you engage these senses, then naturally you become brahmachari. But when you see something which is not helpful to a Krishna consciousness, that is not brahmachari. When things that you do which is not aligned to the brahmachari life, that is not brahmachari or renunciant. So in the great details, we can go deeper, but due to the time sensitive, we have to make some points where in this lecture we just summarize. We should not make merely show off renunciant. Srila Prabhupada says one time, even in the street sweeper is better than the person who is acting as a renunciant. And what is the solution? We should try to please the Lord with our service, with our prayers, and with showing ourselves we want to be sincere. Just praying. Praying is the main thing. Just like when you go to an exam, usually we have in Indian culture persons like students when they are going to exam, they pray to the Lord. Everybody, it's not irrespective of religion, whether you are Hindu, Muslim, Christian, whatever. They pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, let me pass. So at the similarly, we should also pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, let me pass the exams which you are giving. When you ask something, Lord, constantly, definitely Lord will give you. The problem is that people will not ask. People will ask only which is temporary, which is not, giving you the greater happiness. So that's why this line, this whole summary of the lecture is that one should pray and one should be humble and one should devoid of material senses and include your enjoyment in your enjoyment Krishna. It naturally become not your enjoyment, it will become transcendental enjoyment. It will become it doesn't bite you. Because when you enjoy your senses, after some time you get bored, you get fed up, you get frustrated, no peace, forget about happiness. Yeah, so one should pray to the Lord. When you pray, everything comes. Okay, I'll just stop here. Let us see any questions, comments.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for the class. What came to mind was, in the context of the statement, when I think of sex life, I spit at the thought from the highest level of renunciation, then to the lowest. When I think of sex life and want to enjoy, it's lowest, right? And then, in that context, where does the statement aversion and attraction, one should not be averse or attracted, because aversion is also a sign of attraction or something like that? So I guess I'm thinking, in my mind, it seems like a devotee should just be like neutral, like whether the Lord wants me to, have 1,000 children, or if He wants me to be a renunciate. Whatever is the Lord's will. I have no aversion or attraction to these things. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, see, one thing here in the purport, the answer is given. Anyabilasita shunyam grana karmadhyanavritam anukulena krishnanushelanam bhakti uttama. So, what is favorable for devotional service? What is not favorable for devotional service? One has to discriminate. Second thing, if something you're thinking this is favorable for a devotional service and you want to execute, is it binding you or is it taking you near to Krishna? That is second question. And the third test is you should ask yourself, nobody will give you certificate or nobody will give you, okay, you'll become a Goswami or whatever. You should ask yourself whether whether I'm progressing or whether I'm going, whether I'm not going, whether I'm progressing or whether I'm diminishing. When you ask these three questions, basic questions, you should have clarity. If you don't have clarity, sadhu shastra. Ask a sadhu, ask a spiritual master. They will tell you. If they say something which you like, they say that you should not do it. If you are still attached to it, doing it, then you are desiring something which is not conducive. When they say that this is good, when you are doing, then you are progressing. When they say that this is not good, this is how you should do, this is how you should do, they still you keep your thing that, oh, no, I should do this, I should do this. Then it's the same case with Arjuna. Arjuna was saying that, my enjoyment is lost. I don't have any enjoyment to show off my kingdom. I don't have any money to enjoy with my relatives, family, grandfather, teacher. Why should I kill them? If I kill them, nobody is there to show off. So that is where you should understand whether you are making a progress. Progress means that you should check whether I'm getting enthusiasm to get up every day in the morning, or whether I'm feeling like this is punishment. Second thing is that whether after finishing 16 rounds, whether I am inclined to chant more, or whether I am after finishing rounds set back a bead back, next day I will see, or next day I will I touch. That is second. And reading, after reading 1 hour, whether I am inclined to read more, or whether I, okay, my reading is done, stop it. So what you are be doing in the free time, that is the test. Whether you are trying to progress yourself or whether you're trying to enjoy yourself. Nowadays people we see everybody, we trying to enjoy on our smartphones. Of course, there are positive and negative. The thing is that only you can only watch. You can only judge whether you are watching positive, which is helpful, or whether it is not helpful. People who only watch, you know, they, why we are watching for secretly only alone. We don't want to include somebody because that enjoyment is gone. If I'm watching something which is not appropriate on my mobile, I only watch secretly myself. Why will I not include anybody? Because that enjoyment is lost. Krishna is saying that include somebody. If you are going out or if you are trying to enjoy, Go with the devotee. Devotee reminds you Krishna. That's how it is. Like if you're watching something alone, that's why same thing. You read alone books of scriptures. If somebody says that a nectar of devotion is very very important book, where you will rapidly advance when you read a chapter after from you should read from chapter 1, but especially if you read chapter 20 to remaining other chapters, you will increase your rapid advancement very soon. Then you should read it. You should read it personally. We will not do those things personally, but we will do things personally, something which gives me pleasure. And of course, when you include Krishna in your life, in your enjoyment, it will gives you pleasure to him and you. Because Krishna is a reservoir of all pleasures. But why Krishna wanting you to become his part? Is Krishna every day we are offering bhoga? Is Krishna is hungry 3 times? No. Is Krishna is wanting your dish or whatever you cook? No. Krishna has got innumerable Kandarbha Koti, Lakshmi Sahasra. The thousands of Lakshmis are waiting in the queue to serve Krishna. Some of the Lakshmis, some of the goddess of fortune, if they don't get a broom to clean his room, they take their hair, the long hair, they broom it. Because the demand of service is not so much, but wanting to do service, that demand is more. It's not that Krishna is demanding your service. It's that when you do when you serve Krishna, you will become purified. Nobody will say, Krishna will say, oh, okay, nobody got today apple, so you got apple, thank you. He will not say, I'm hungry of apple. No. But the love, exchange of love is wanting Krishna. It's only, he wants your reciprocation. It doesn't matter what you give. That's why, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhakta Prayasate. He did not say, I want XYZ dish specifically. He just said water, which is available everywhere. Now, you may say in this place there is no flower. You may say in this place there is no fruit. You may say in this place there is no tulsi. Water is available everywhere. You can offer water. That is the poorest to the poorest. Because it's not that Lord is thirsty. It's that the loving exchange you establish with the Lord, then that will progress. That will purify you. That will make you real happiness. It's not that Lord is thirsty, hungry, or Lord wants some, servants. He wants more servants. It's not like Lord is demanding everybody to serve me. He has an innumerable of universes devotees waiting in the line. But person who serves them with knowing, they will get purified. So that's why when coming back to your point, when you want to do something which is aligned and which is progressing you, and that will be checked by spiritual master and the devotees and sadhu shastra. But according to just like I'll conclude with this small example, when a pilot is driving flight, all his instructions coming from CTC, center, where they will say, otherwise the pilot cannot fly the flight. If he thinks he's going up but he's going down, if he thinks he's going up, sorry, if he thinks that he's going down but he's going up, he does not have any clue whether he's going right, left, down, up, or straight or back. The all is coming from CTC, where they will see which direction you are going, whether you are reaching your goal or whether you are diverted from your goal, whether you are going down or whether you are going up. They only can see. So one should know that That's why we should have some kind of a mentorship. When you have a mentorship, then only he will tell you whether you are advancing or not. But if you are thinking that I am myself mentor, you will become another patient. Okay. Thank you so much. Granthrad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanandi.